Hello, and welcome to my Champions League game versus Matías Zanetti. Uh, Hello. So far I have played only one game in this year's Champions League, and I have lost it, so hopefully now I will get a chance of fixing my record. Alright, this cat is pretty decent. Mm, Alright, so the plan for this turn is to headline containment to get a little boost to my ops and probably hold one of the 4-ups because it would be a waste to play it now. Alright, that doesn't matter. I got perched, so now I don't have to worry about holding anything. Okay, that worked annoyingly. However, I get a chance of queuing back, and it's worth considering. I probably should do it, and I probably should do it with a 4-up as well, to be fair. So, let's try it. Alright, that's good enough. Unfortunately, he gets to Kuai run, so it's still very prone to just being disintegrated. It kind of depends on his cards though, he may not have something decent to go with. Let's see. Fidel, alright. Alright. So we get to stay in the Middle East. What do I want to do now? So my instinct tells me to go to Malaysia immediately, but the question is, do I get anything by doing that? If he has access, he gets to Thailand before me anyway. Oh no, actually he doesn't. Yeah, I should definitely go to Malaysia. Maybe I don't have to exit Iran now, since Defcon is up to. So maybe I can go for something like this. And this way, Suez Crisis and Arab-Israeli War are both playable cards. I think that's a decent idea. And now if he plays Decall, for example, and I get to boost Canada before giving him Suez, that's also good. Afghanistan? No, Iraq. Alright. Let's grab Libya. If he has Middle East, and he could as well have it, it would be... Oh, come on. It would be good to get additional battleground before he drops the scoring. That Arab-Israeli war was really unfortunate, but well, what can I do? I would gladly play Suez Crisis for ops, however, it kind of depends, because of course I could also discard it to the blockade. However, now I don't even know if... Okay. Now I don't even know if I don't want to play Suez Crisis anyway. I probably prefer to play Suez Crisis over Fighter Plan right now, after that Arab-Israeli war. It's just such a free card. So let's grab that and that. Because now the only thing I lose is UK control, and that basically doesn't matter at all. Especially after special relationship is gone, it's just irrelevant. He scores Middle East. That's pretty good. Yeah. what's up with the Cambridge 5-year plan and CIA? All those cards I will surely play for ops. I think technically it's best to play Cambridge 5 first, because in theory it could be annoying to me later on if I don't get rid of it, because I may draw 2 scorings for example and need a tulip. But that's more of a theoretical situation. So I could have 5 ops. If I'm greedy, I can go for Pakistan, France, and Canada and set up 2 dominations. The problem is that just taking Pakistan makes me very vulnerable both to in the Pakistani war and to anything that gives him access to Thailand, and then he can flip it with China. So I guess I will not grab France yet. I will probably start by doing something like this. Yeah, that sounds right. The idea is, of course, that I want to have 5-year plan in hand in case he plays blockade. And yeah. Oh, fuck off. I'm sorry. And I wanted to uh, enter India, because if he wins a war in Pakistan, then I want to have access to India. And I wanted to take Pakistan because if I'm going to enter India, I want to protect it from Indo-Pakistan war by taking Pakistan. But that didn't help anyway. Okay, that's a pretty weak hand. It has no playable 3 ops, it has little playable 2 ops. It's just very bad. Yeah, it has nearly no strong sides, except maybe 2. First is Decol, which is always better to get than to give him, and Korean War, which is still a dangerous event for him, because he hasn't entered North Korea yet. So if I manage to win it, actually, I will be able to grab Korea and probably get Asian domination. So that's promising. The problem is that my hand is so poor that if he tries to push me with the China card, I probably have no counterplay. But well, what am I gonna do? Also, the factors are not a perfect headline. You may expect them a headline as scoring or Vietnam revolts, which are basically quite irrelevant. But I don't have a better one. Now he will probably coup, because why wouldn't he? And then I will get a chance of resolving Korean War, and I have to do it ASAP, of course. The question is, do I try to hold Decol, or do I try to space it before he spaces anything? Okay, that's a bit of good luck. Let's go for Korean War. That's a thing I'm going to do for sure. Yay, that worked. Alright. And we know for a fact that he doesn't have a 5-year plan, because I played the last turn. So if he has Asia, he has to drop it. So the question is, will he let me score Asian domination if he has it? Or will he push me with the China card? I don't know. Because if he tries to do anything, I'm basically screwed. I don't have any resources to fight with him. Okay, the question is, do I probably want to hold the decal until my last turn together with socialist governments, and yeah, and space one of those. Yeah, I'm too poor to do anything with that. I can make it annoying for him, but nothing more than that. If I force him to give me Marshall or US Japan, it's good enough for me. I mean, it's the best I can count for. I can hope for. Okay, he gives me US Japan, so it's Asian draw this way. So I guess he has Asia in his hand. If he didn't, then he probably wouldn't be so eager to take Korea. So now the only unscored region is Europe, but I basically don't have a way of easily grabbing a domination there because I would need 4 ops, and I have only 4 ops in general in my cards. So that's probably not worth the effort. I feel, unless it is. Do I, like, go to France? Yeah, screw it, I guess. So the plan is probably to put independence into France, then put Romanian abdication into Canada, and then space something. And what I will space depends on whether he will play blockade or not. He spaces deck and cover, that's fine. Scrap France. East European unrest, that's fine. Doesn't change much. Unfortunately, he will get his distal fuel regardless, because I'm going to give him Romanian abdication right now. So I guess that doesn't matter much, but it may be relevant in the future uh, Europe control situation. Okay, let's do that. I expect him to break my domination, for example, by entering West Germany or eventing the goal or something like that. But of course, the perfect scenario would be, I don't know actually. Him playing blockade is okay because I get to discard 2 bad cards and have a space up and to decall. But if he doesn't play blockade, I can hold decall until turn 3, which is an asset itself. So I guess I don't mind that as well. He clearly doesn't have Asia, so his hand is kind of a mystery to me. Of course, he doesn't have Europe either. He plays blockade for influence. Alright, so I will space socialists. Okay. That's a weird one. CIA comes back to me, which sucks. Um, Distal goes to him, which sucks even more. That's very bad, actually. He got Europe. I hope he didn't get fighter plan. He got Nasser, Distal, Europe, UN, Marshall, and Truman. Alright. That's bad, actually. He got a really good hand. Yeah, he got a decent hand. what I got is Asia scoring, which normally wouldn't be that good, but in the Pakistani war can help a lot. The question is, can I headline duck and cover? So there are basically three good headlines for him. I mean, Europe, which is just getting rid of an obligation he has, and he can count on me having defectors. Distal, which is just a good card he wants to play anyway, but it's being countered by defectors. And he has Nasser, which is a default option I think he will go for. So I guess I headline Duck, he headlines Nasser, then after Duck he plays Distal and spreads, and then I play in the Pakistani war and see if I can get Asia domination. Or if he has defectors, he probably goes for Distal. Yeah, Duck and cover is just good probably. And he doesn't know I have it, so it might be a surprise for him. Let's go for it. Yeah, he goes for Nasser as I expected. And I guess now he can go for Distal. As far as I know, he doesn't. I mean, the only two events that could help him out with Europe are socialists and. I mean, if he can catch me off guard, he could do something in Europe with socialists, with blockade, and maybe with, I don't know, he could just try to smash West Germany with UN intervention plus Marshall Plan to see if I can counter that. But other than that, he doesn't really have any options besides rejoin fighter plan, which I hope he didn't. Okay, so in Distal it is everything according to the plan, which is not good by the way, but it is expected. So now, according to the plan, I'm going to win this in the Pakistani war, right? Alright. You can't tell me that it isn't fair, because he won that Pakistan only in the Pakistani war in the first place. So I just deserved to win this one. And I guess he can't really have anything to stop me in Asia now. So I guess his plan is to get rid of Europe somehow and spread in the third world countries. My plan is to drop Asia, space decall, get another space track win by eventing captured Nazi scientists, and well, probably taking Algeria or Mexico because once again I have like 0 ops, so I'm not going to be able to do much more. Special, alright. That doesn't really matter. If he has Middle East scoring, I can't get a domination anyway, so let's just get rid of Asia. The funny thing about him going everywhere with Distal is that now, with the huge access he has no way to force me to give him Melox, because there's just no need for me to ever coup anything this time. So I guess I will get another 2 VPs from military ops. That would be 13. And I could get 2 additional with captured Nazi scientists. That would be 15. And if I get that juicy 5 from Europe, I could win this game, this turn, which would be insane. Because the board doesn't look that good with his presence in Africa and South America. Alright, that's really worrying. That looks very bad. Because that heavily points to him having fighter plan. So I guess that sucks. Canada or Italy? Let's go for Italy. Because normally it sounds reasonable to play 5-year plan with UN intervention, because why wouldn't he? And now when he didn't do that, it kind of looks like he's setting up a scenario in which he has exactly one card left with a 5-year plan. Of course, if he has Middle East scoring as well, I can't really allow him to score it. So let's do something like this. Right? So if he has 5-year plan, what if he has Middle East? If he has Middle East, he has Europe scoring UN intervention and something. And if that something is Middle East, he will have only 2 moves and 2 scorings. So if I break Middle East now, even with a 2-up like that, he will have to just drop 2 scorings one after another. So if he has Middle East, Olympic Games is enough to guarantee a win for me this game. Unfortunately, he has 5-year plan. God damn it. That would be so good. Let's even capture Nazi scientist. And look at them. Europe scoring, going down for nothing. Yuck. Very sad. Alright, let's grab Panama. Alright. At least that's not a bad hand. And let's start with a verge. It has a couple of annoying cards, but it has decent ops, it has a good headline, and I have 2 space attempts, so I will be able to fix my hand a little bit. Liberation is very annoying, but well, maybe he will sit in the workshop for a while so I can fix that. Unfortunately, he's out. Alliance for Progress is a decent discard from my perspective, I guess, because it would cost him only 1 DP, and that's not a lot. I think I may start with Chan, because then I will... That's very bad, because then I will not need to worry about entering non-battlegrounds, because now it's free. So let's get rid of that. Fiddle is spaceable, but I can also just wait for him to grab Cuba fully. Yeah, so now Fidel is just a free card. I will play that one in a while. First, I will play Flower Power, because I need a 3-up and I probably don't want to give him Comic-Con just yet. I could probably go for your intervention as well, but I'm fine with playing Flower Power already. I don't have anything that triggers it in my hand, so it doesn't really matter that much. Our man in Tehran is a promising event. I will try to use it as such. Of course, this is another situation in which I possibly can earn 2 VPs by not allowing him to coup. Warsaw Pact. Alright. Of course, now he tries to bait a coup out of me, which I will try to not give him. Let's start with eventing my man in Tehran and get rid of that, 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 and that. And I guess this stays. Okay. None of those events which I discarded are particularly huge or important for USSR, but it's I got rid of 4 red cards that I don't want to see, so I'm not going to complain about that. Jesus Christ, that's bad. That's very bad. Okay, so now I guess Milops are no longer an issue because he got exactly what he needed. So I can grab some presence in Central America, get rid of Fidel for good, and maybe... So, never mind. I was going to say something no longer true. Alright, what do we do next? In that case, I think I will start preparing for playing the Go and for Africa domination. That brochure was pretty sad. That changes a lot. With that, I will probably not be able to win this game quickly. I think it kind of looks like it may go to final scoring or war games. Wow, really? So Angola is gone as well, I guess. Okay, that's very unfortunate. Okay, so Africa is not going to be dominated by me anyway. I guess Southeast Asia is now my target. Let's start by Kameko. Funny thing is that even if he gets Junta now, he doesn't really need it. The only upside of getting it for him would be the fact that I didn't get it. Vietnam revolts are somewhere in the deck still, so I guess I will just focus on countries I can get for sure, and I don't need to take Burma because in the Pakistani war is temporarily gone. Mr. Gunman, that's always a good information to see him out. I'm not going to break his domination in Africa yet, so I guess I can grab Burma. I will probably need it sooner or later, so I can get it down. I could also use reverse skirmish to maybe to grab Burma and Vietnam, actually. If I force him to event Vietnam revolts, that's something. And since CIA and Lone Gunman are on the discard, I don't really care about playing it as an event. Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, that's another tragic hand. South America scoring is pretty unbearable. Uh, my hand is, in general, pretty unbearable. Alright, I guess I could start with Camp David, and then if he doesn't counter it, I can score in the list for a draw. So that would be a good start if he allowed that to happen. The problem is that, of course, after he got ABM and Brushwork, he's pretty much out of good Q targets, so he can just as well go for Lida and Kuvat. So I'm not expecting this maneuver to help me tremendously, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, that means that I will not get to space twice. It's acceptable since Quagmire is the only card that I can allow myself to play, and the rest is alrightish. Alright, that's risky. I will gladly give him the goal in exchange for ability to Kuangola. Once again, I'm rolling really low. So if he has South African Unrest or Portuguese Empire crumbles, he can just flip it again. Of course, the downside from his perspective would be that if he does it, he kind of allows me to score Middle East for free, but he doesn't know I have it, of course. So. Yeah, of course. So he gets his African domination. I don't think he has Africa scoring. If he had it, he probably wouldn't risk letting me coup Africa. It's still very annoying that he gets to do it just because I didn't roll high enough. Oh, okay, to be fair, it was a 50-50, so I guess it could happen. It's good that I got to drop Middle East scoring for free. Now, I probably want to drop Southeast Asia ASAP, so Vietnam Revolts becomes harmless. And then I will probably just hope for him playing Kennedy, so that way I can drop South America scoring, I guess. Formosan. Alright, he sets up South America domination. Let's drop that. It surely won't get better. Puppets to space, Quagmire to space. Spacing puppet governments in this situation basically means that he doesn't have brain cells or voice. So those are cards I could draw to help myself out during turn 6. Okay, he goes that and fails. Okay, so since he took Chile, Allende is basically a free card, so I can go with that. Another 4-up, that's annoying. Okay, he just secures everything he can. That makes sense, of course. I guess I can now go hiding. Not that it changes magic, but it kind of forces a reaction out of him. Now we will get to know if we are allowed to discard South America scoring or do we have to score it. Okay. So we have to score it. What do we get? Defectors, a very good draw, because we get to see his headline first, so we can consciously choose to counter a strong card. That's generally a pretty good hand. Purge is great. OPEC is annoying, but it's spaceable, and I want to space something anyway, so I will gladly take it. And he doesn't get to play it as an event, so that's another asset. Shuttle is decent. Salt is decent. I can probably find a good way to use it. I can pick up something useful for sure, probably ABM or Purge again, or... Yeah, Purge sounds very, very good, because he may have grain sales. That's useless. I will go for Purge, and now... Oh, I know what I want to do. Oh, I want to hold defectors so bad. I will just hold defectors, that's for sure. And I will purge him. So now, if he has grain sales or voice or John Paul or Nixon, he can't space any of those. And I will probably use Salt to pick up the purge again and disable him from spacing those cards again during the next turn. So that's the plan. And of course, if I manage to hold defectors this turn, and I probably will, because why not, he will of course know during the next turn that I have defectors, so he probably won't be headlining anything juicy, and that way I will be able to headline Purge. Or he will headline something juicy just to force defectors out of my hand, so I don't headline Purge, which is good itself. Alright, so there are two unscored regions. Central America... No, Central America is gone, so only Africa's scoring is left. So that's a pretty obvious colonial regards move. Something like that, probably. The only 4-up in the game he may have is Will Bury You, and if he doesn't have that, he has no way of flipping, of taking both Nigeria and Ivory Coast. And even if he grabs Nigeria and Ivory Coast, then I get to just flip Nigeria with a 3-up, and he has nothing to do against that. And also, that coup we just saw, it looks really, really weak. It doesn't even satisfy his required military operations, so he doesn't meet the quota that way. He gets no chance of getting Algeria that way. Just weak. Alright, so he tries that. Of course, the weak side of that play is the fact that now I can try realigning it, which usually doesn't work for some reason, but let's see, maybe this time will be different. Nope. Yes, it was different, so now let's go for Mexico and fail. Alright, so we get to dominate Africa, at least for a while. That's pleasant. And he coups. Alright. I don't mind it. Hmm. Okay, I can give him Vietnam revolts immediately. That's not a problem. And I get Sadat. Alright. I probably should once more. Because I really don't want him getting away with Africa. Maybe I will even coup with OAS if he forces me. Panama Canal, alright. Aw, I was hoping he would fail. Okay, I'm glad that worked. Is of course not certain if he even has Africa. He may not have it. But it kind of looks like he may have it, and he may also have two other annoying cards that he can't really go with. So I'm counting on that scenario. NORAD, he goes with NORAD, alright. Okay. That didn't help him a lot. I still... I still don't want to give up defectors. But I really want to pick up the purge. I think I may be tempted to just go with a China card, honestly. Do something like this to activate NORAD, this to get Africa domination, this to boost Nigeria, and this because we're fighting for Panama. Or actually maybe Nigeria is not that important. Let's go like this. Africa, please. Come on, I didn't get any Europe scoring, so I could get at least African scoring. Ah, he doesn't have it. He wouldn't be thinking about it if he had it. God damn it. Yeah, he doesn't have Africa scoring, he has Junta. I'm sorry. Yeah, whatever. No, I'm going for that. What do we have here? Alright, so we got Africa scoring Summit, which sucks. Cuban Missile Crisis, which is alright. South African unrest. Alright, so... Alright. Listen to the cards he got according to my calculations. He got kitchen debates, grain sales to Soviets, independent Reds, John Paul, nuclear subs, Voice of America, Ask Not, and East European unrest. I'm really tempted to go with Africa or Defectors if he headlines something useful, not that he has any useful headlines as far as I know, but it has to be Purge. I just have to purge him and just watch him give me all my good events. Just all of them. It's really sad that all those events came after the reshuffle, so once again I didn't get any Europe after the turn 7 reshuffle. It's fine. I didn't get an Africa scoring before the turn 7 reshuffle. He got Junta into Brush War, into ABM, but now when he has all those blue cards at once in his hand, I have no idea how he's going to, like, manage that. So he basically got an insanely good headline, which is Junta, but that's like the only good event he has. Now he has 8 blue cards, and like 6 of those 8 blue cards are 1-ops and 2-ops. And I mean, all of them are now 1-ops. Okay, independent threats. Well, of course. Yeah, we have to counter that. With let's go for Angola, I guess. Why? Jesus! Ah, that's very annoying. Mm, hmm. So I hope if because now he's probably going to call Angola because like of course he is. So I hope he doesn't roll well. If he doesn't roll well, then he may have some problems uh, keeping control of it. He's probably not going to use the China card for it because that would be a huge waste. And that way I can play Nixon ASAP so that he doesn't get to play the China card this turn. Wait, you sorry? Oh no, I must be wrong in my calculations. I didn't expect him to have that one. What did I miscalculate? Oh, I got kitchen debates, not him. Oh no. Okay, so he got usury. Alright, alright, alright. And he gives me the China card himself. Alright. So I should probably start with taking Venezuela. I can use the China card for that because I have Nixon. That way I will be holding 2 cards. So one is defectors, and the second one, I don't know, probably South African unrest, honestly. But I will get to discard it with Kennedy because, or well, he can space it. Yeah, he's going to space it, so I will not be holding it. That's actually very bad for me that he missed that. It would be so good for me that if he hit that because he would be left with grain sales in his hand. The good side of it is that I still get to see his headlines, so those are still a very strong card. Alright, let's start with a thing I want to do for sure, which is getting back the China card. He still has East European unrest from playable cards in his hand. The rest is pretty sad. Now OPEC is not that expensive, so maybe I can use it to crew something in Angola if I get nuclear subs early. I don't know how he's planning to manage that. Okay, that's the preparation for playing John Paul, that's obvious. The state of battlegrounds, 2, 3, nothing, 2, 0. He has 3 more than I do, so I'm probably not gonna play kitchen debates. But, well, we'll see. I can start with using Summit. I'm not going to event it anyway. Now he will probably cool back with John Paul. Yeah, that makes sense. And he fails. The question is, do I just drop Africa scoring for -1? Or do I wait for him to give me something juicy to try sneaking in a domination? I don't think I want to be that greedy. Let's just get rid of it. I would be really sad if I didn't use this opportunity and later on paid for it a huge price. That would be terrible. Alright, so now I'm probably getting Voice of America. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but there are not many other options. I don't have a good way of denying him access anywhere. No, I'm getting nuclear subs right away. That's interesting. Okay, he takes back Poland. So now I can coup. I think it's a good moment to get rid of South African unrest, because I'm not discarding it with Kennedy, I'm not discarding it with space, so I think I may just use it immediately to coup Angola with it. Oh, I know what I can do. When he gives me Voice of America, okay, let's coup Angola, I guess. That worked, nice. When he gives me Voice of America, I can take 2 from Brazil, 1 from Iraq, and 1 from Saudi Arabia. Wait, what? Oh, of course! That's so smart! Oh, okay. Good one, good one, good one, good one. Alright, 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 alright. I didn't think about that one. Oh, so, okay, actually it's good that he didn't hit that space strike with Kennedy. I would be mad if he did that. Okay. I guess I'm not cooing now. God damn it. I could also, like, let him have it. I could, like, let him have voice in his hand and then pull Zaire. Or Nigeria. Or Zaire. Or I could use it to take 2 from Brazil, 1 from Iraq, 1 from Saudi Arabia, and try to play OPEC. I think I will return it. I hope that's how you spell withdraw. I'm pretty sure it's correct though. Okay, I think I'm just going to Kuzair and let him figure out what he wants to do with voice in his hand. Of course, that's kind of a waste in a sense that I'm maybe a little bit over focused on a region that is scored already. But as I said, I kind of expect this game to go to the final scoring, so it stands to reason that I want to fight for Africa. Alright. At least that worked, so now Africa is in a pretty good shape. And we got war games. And we got some annoying cards. And we got special relationship to get VPs. And Glasnost, which is basically ABM, but it costs 2 VPs, which I need to play war games. And we're still on the space track, just about to hit that juicy 3 VP spot. If we hit well with a die. And we have nuclear test ban, which may guarantee us a single VP. And we're able to deny him all that information with defectors. I think I'm going for that. I wouldn't care normally that much, but I sure as hell don't want him to know about all those things right now. It's pretty... Intel is pretty important in this game, in situations like this. So let's do that. Wow, what an insane hand. Of course, it doesn't have to be his best headline, because he knew I have defectors and he knew that a would see his headline first. So he may have saved his better card to play it now. Hmm. Aldrich Ames is a card I would gladly keep in my hand. Okay, that's probably Angola. No, that's Venezuela. That's pretty greedy. Whew. That's a tough choice now. I think I will go for UK. Let's try spacing. He may have one small step actually. Like, he could have it. So let's space. And fail. Ay, ay, ay. That's unlucky. Hmm. Alright, let's see. It kind of smells like South America scoring, but maybe he just has. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so I guess I'm not winning by war games this turn. Let's start with that. Mm, I'm doing this because uh, I want to play Glasnost as an event and do something, probably Brazil. And I don't want to be on -1 VPs after that move, because that would allow him to play an improved version of Reformer. Alright, Voice of America is gone, and so is my pick advantage during the headline phase. So Aldrich Ames is going to be my hold card, which means that I'm going to play OPEC for Ops, which is alright. I don't mind that. Let's go Brazil. Okay, that's definitely enough. Hmm, I will probably start by breaking Iraq, because that way, if he doesn't fix it immediately, my OPEC will be nearly free. And actually, there is a pretty significant difference now between playing OPEC for -1 VP and playing it for -2 VP. Because, okay, he fixes that. Because now I will play it anyway like that. Now, when I play it for -1 VP, he still doesn't have the advantage on the VP track, which means that his Reformer will still be in its basic form and will only grant him 4 influence points. No! Alright, I guess Aldrich James won't be my hold card. And yeah, screw it. Let's just protect everything, I guess. Alright. So, the time when I have to do something with Central America approaches. So, Brezhnev is gone. James is gone. Okay. Let's take France to set up a European domination. Take Costa Rica to get presence in Central and threaten Panama realignments. And let's go for Israel, because why the heck not? Evil Empire, alright. Obviously. Okay. So I guess now we may realign Mexico. That's one. That's nothing. That's nothing again. And that's the rest. Alright, that's enough. Whoa! What an interesting hand! Wow! So many things to look at. It's not... It's a very, very luck-dependent hand. But if I roll well, it may be huge. So, Saudi and Brush War are great headlines and great events. Pershing is a great space card, and if I hit that space roll, it's gonna be huge. If he doesn't, I'm going to play Star Wars, maybe even for war games. Europe scoring is very good. 5-year plan is very dependent on what I hit, but it may kill him due to the CIA being present. Saudis also deny his Muslim revolution. However, Brush War is a more flexible play, which counters Central America scoring if he plays it. Because I'm going to hit Panama with it. That's basically out of the question, right? And UN, of course, goes for blockade. Huh. So I'm considering Europe, 5-year plan, AWACS, and Brush. Socialists are in the game, so Europe is nonsensical. 5-year plan is probably too slow of a play. To get initiative, I should play AWACS or Brush. Let's go for Brush. Ooh, he has Liberation. Okay, so I better hit that roll. God damn it! No! Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so if he has Central, that's very bad for me. Warsaw Pact, alright. Screw you. Let's break that and take that, I guess. I have very few cards I can play for... I mean, it's not necessarily true that I can't play them for Ops, but I don't want to play them for Ops very badly. Okay, Ragan. Okay, now we space. Okay, we hit that space roll. So, if he has a space attempt, please fail. Alright, that's completely harmless. Now I will drop Europe. If he allows me to event war games with Star Wars, it's gonna be a beautiful win. Please fail. Please fail! Yes! Oh god, what a good game. Is a thing I always say when I win. Whew. Alright. That was an interesting one. Of course, if he had Central America scoring now, it could be very different, or if he hit that space roll, but this game was full of very swingy occurrences. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I did, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.